Hello, Dr. Sudha from Government Science College, Autonomous, Bangalore. The lab topic is identity property. Let us begin with the definition. Identity law. Let G be a non-empty set with binary operation star. If there exists E belongs to G such that A star E is equal to A equal to E star A for all A belongs to G, then E is known as the identity element in G. So let us see examples. Find the identity in G equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is Z5, with respect to addition modulo 5. So for this, let us create the composition table of the given set G with respect to the given operation addition modulo 5. So this is the composition table. When we look into the composition table, here the row headed by 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is similar to the topmost row, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, 0 is the identity in G. Row headed by 0 is similar to the topmost row, therefore 0 is the identity in G. Now let us see what is the maximum program to find the identity of a given set G. So the first line is kill all. Here the command kill deletes user variables, functions, arrays, etc. and resets all the internal variables to their default states. Next we enter the given elements in a list. To represent them in a list, we use square brackets. So this square brackets returns the list of elements. Next, let us define the binary operation given. Using the function bin of x comma y colon equals, the command is mod of x plus y comma 5. Because the binary operation is addition modulo 5, so x plus y comma 5. Now let us represent the set G as setify of Z. So this setify of Z, where Z is the list, returns the elements of the list set in the set form. N colon cardinality of G. So N is the user variable and it gives the cardinality of G. The command cardinality of G returns the number of elements in the set G. Now to find the identity element, we need two elements. So we are using two loops here. One is the I loop, the other one is the J loop. I runs from 1 to N and J also runs from 1 through N, where N is the cardinality of the set G. If Z of J comma Z of I is equal to Z of J and Z of I comma Z of J is equal to Z of J, so it is similar to A star E is equal to A and E star A is equal to A. Here Z of J is A and Z of I represents the identity if it satisfies this condition. So if this is satisfied, then we take M colon M plus 1. Earlier we have stored M equal to 0 to begin. So if it satisfies for the first value of I, then we take M is equal to M plus 1. That is, the loop goes to the next element, that is I is equal to 2, and it checks the condition for identity property. If this doesn't hold good, then we store under the user variable M equal to 0. If M is equal to N, that is the value of M obtained here is equal to N, that is the cardinality of the set G, then the identity law is satisfied by the element Z of I for all elements belonging to G. Hence, the print identity element is Z of I and it is stored as flag equal to 1. If flag is not equal to 1, then we give the print command identity does not exist. Now let us see this program in the Maxima window. So this is the Maxima window. Let us copy the command to this window. And now let us execute using Shift Enter. So this is the output here, the number of elements in the set notation. And the identity element is given to be 0. Let us see some more examples. Find the identity in G equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Z6 with respect to multiplication modulo 6. Here in the program, we need to change the list here and the binary operation to multiplication modulo 6. That is mod x star y comma 6. And here we need to include one more element 5. So that gives the program for this second problem. Next, let us go to the third problem. Here G is set of all fourth roots of unity with respect to the usual multiplication. Just change the elements in the list and change the binary operation defined to usual multiplication and then execute. You're going to get 1 to be the identity element. Hope everybody could follow the Maxima programming for the identity element. Thank you.